Welcome, beautiful yogis. Love your life. We'll practice that with some nice yoga stretches. Today we'll align the spine, open the hips. We'll focus on neck and shoulders. And of course, as always, strengthen the core. Invite you to come to a seated position. Nice and upright on your spine. Bring your arms out to the sides. And then the big sweeping, stretching, breathing in. Lightly touch and then go back. Exhaling. Bring your hands to lightly touch the ground. All awareness to the inhalation as the arms rise. All awareness to the exhalation, nice and smooth and slow. And we'll do one more time. Lovely. Good. This time, inhale your arms overhead and then exhale them to the level position, palms down, shoulders back and down. Lovely big breath in and turn to your right. Exhale all the way to lower your hands. Lower your hands, lift your heart and twist your trunk to your right. Each exhalation, see if you can go a little deeper. The next exhalation, turn your head towards your left. Tilt and lean towards that thigh. And then bring your free arm up and over. So we've got a little rotation and a lovely right side stretch. Good. Take a few breaths here. Stay fully grounded on your sit bones, especially that right one. Keep pressing it down. Lovely. Good. And so now to come upright, bring your knees up as well and bring your free hand to the other knee. And so that we can have the crossed arms holding the knees and round your back. Round, round, round. We've got a little pull here. Great. The arms stay crossed as we release the knees and cross them a little bit more or hold your shoulders. So wrapped arms or hold shoulders, inhaling, raise your elbows and your heart. And exhale, stretch your back as we bow forward along the midline. So if you're a little out of practice, go slowly. Going slow is always good as we can deepen the awareness of what's here in our back, in our breath, and all the other intricate parts of our being. We'll do two more. It's a beautiful rising inhale, stretching pubis to throat. And then as we exhale and bow in, spreading across and down the length of your back. One more. Good. Now as we come upright, unwind the arms and bring your hands to clasp at your low back. Lift your heart, take the shoulder heads back, straighten your elbows behind you. And now please lower the chin. And as you activate your arms nice and straight, breathing into the back of the neck stretch. And one more breath here. Vigorous arms. Releasing on exhalation to inhale your arms overhead. Bring them to level on exhalation. We stay here with a long neck and the drop shoulders for breath in. Please turn now towards your left. Breathe in. Go a little further, lowering your hands for support. And then take a few exhalations, each exhalation exploring a little deeper twist. See how it feels in your body. And then the next exhalation, turn your face towards your right shoulder, tilt the head, a little lean here. And then freeing up the hand that's on the ground, leaning in, bring it up and over, side stretch. Feel your ribs separate with inhale. And relax back together. And so this way of breathing just brings a little bit more of elasticity to the intercostals, opening up the breathing. Good. Are you ready? We're coming up. Raise your knees, palms down over each knee. Now we've got the arms crossed again, and lean back, stretch your back, upper back, middle back. Feel it all. Good. And then as we let go the knees, bring your heart forward and up, straighten your spine, and position your hands in the way that works for you, shoulders or wrapped forearms. The inhale is a lift. The exhale is a bow. Mindful breath. Exploring what feels right today. Two more. Good. Exhale into the rounding. And then as we come upright, release the hands. And as you clasp them behind your back, take one finger slot along, different. The other thumb will be on top. Lift the heart, take the shoulders back, elbows straighten, and chin lowers again. Upper back, shoulders, upper chest. Good, and now roll your low chin with your breath side to side. As you complete, come to center. Undo the hands from behind and give them a little shake. A little shaking of your fingers from the wrists. And bring it up a little bit. And bring it down again. Nice, good. Please switch the cross of your legs. Good. And now, with the other shin bone in front, please take your left hand out to the left and take your right arm up and over, turning your chest towards the underarm. So your chest now turning towards your right. Catch the exhalation to turn your head, look down at the hand on the floor. And then inhaling, turn to face up, looking under the arm, up past towards the ceiling. Exhale, turn to look down. It's a slow head movement. One more time. Great. Inhale, come to upright. And now wrap that arm behind your back, your right arm behind your back. Hold the top of your left, sitting very tall. And now it's only the head that tilts. Little head tilt. One more breath. Great, and please release your arm from behind. And take that arm now out to the side, sliding out. The other arm comes up and over. Good. As you open those ribs on this side, look up under the arm and have the arm vigorous and straight. Deepening our awareness of the ribs. The ribs that hold the lungs, and tucked in the middle, not quite the middle, is our beautiful heart, held by the wings of the lungs. This exhale, turn your face to look towards the hand on the mat, and inhale, looking up. We'll do 2 more of these. Good. This inhale, come to upright and bring that arm behind your back to hold the top of your right arm. Now, with trunk is upright and only the head will tilt. Tilt now in that right direction. Good. And make your way up and release your arms, bringing them now to your knees, sitting really tall. Lean a little forward and circle to your left, all the way around to your right, and forward again. It feels so good to move, even if you are being very careful today. Moving our body in this mindful way lets us feel a whole lot better. Good. 1 more, and then we'll reverse this circling. Good. And coming back to center, lift your heart forward and up. And now, sliding your ankles apart, bring your feet together, soles of the feet together, bring them a little forward. Find your sit bones, rocking on them to get lovely equal purchase. We lift the heart and come forward. Letting your hands slide towards your feet. As the sit bones stay rooted, notice the opening at your sacrum, your low back. Good. Feel free to stay here, or we could try in this forward position to do the cow-cat. So shoulders go back. On the inhale, there's a little lift of your chest. And then as we exhale, round a little bit and bow down. Inhaling, pull forward, shoulders, collarbones wide. And then as we exhale and round under, feel that across your upper back as your shoulders come forward. Let's do it 1 more time. Good. Come to upright and help your knees up, separating them a little wider apart, and bring your hands behind to now just tip side to side from the wide feet, letting your knees fall into the middle, and your butt cheek will lift up a little bit. That's fine. As we approach the hips and the muscles of the quads, Lovely. And then from here we come to upright again, drawing your right heel close to your groin. And take your left leg way out to the left. Good. Flex that foot and take the same side arm up and reach for your ankle or your toes, wrapping now your free arm behind your back. Turn to open. Keep the open shoulder and chest, and please look down the length of your long leg here. Conscious Ujjayi breath. Do you remember Ujjayi breath? We can hear the sound of the breath. It's a slight constriction at the glottis, back of the throat. Letting this breath become your own soundtrack. Great. Release the arm from behind. Make your way to upright. Feel that you are along the center line with your trunk. Bring your fingertips to the mat, and this time with the heart leading, the legs now asymmetrically placed, we bow forward again. One more breath here. Walking your hands back up to switch sides. Good. Ready. Same side. Arm lifts up. Side reach. Feels a little bit like going into triangle. Good. And what did we do with the other arm? We wrapped it behind the back. And turn your ribs. That shoulder goes back and down. Once you've had a little look-see over that receding shoulder on your left, then turn your face to look down the length of the long leg. Mindful and deep Ujjayi breaths. Great. Good. And we can make our way upright, freeing up the hands to place them on the ground in the middle to lift your heart and come forward. So try to keep your right sit bone down. And can you bring your breaths to your back? Awareness of the feeling of the breath in your back. And walk your way back up. And let's bring the legs in. And let's take all fours from here. Blocks nearby. Could lower your head and have your back in a neutral position, and it's only the head that's going to lift. Inhale, raise your head, don't have to lift it high. Exhale, gently looking down, tucking your chin. Repeat that, just your head. Good, and then this time we'll add on your head lifts and your chest comes forward, opening through your ribs. And this time we'll round and tuck the tail under, coming now into the cat stretch. Inhaling forward with the chest, dipping your middle back, filling up with breath. And exhale, tuck the tail, and as we exhale and lower the head, pull your tummy in, pelvic floor, up. And release that, inhaling. And exhaling the active exhalation with the inward contractions. One more. Neutral back, you can ease your wrists. Please take your right leg parallel to the mat. Lower your hip. Take your left arm forward, or stay as you are. Each exhalation, we're doing that zippering up of the core. One more time. And bring your hand and your knee down. Ease your wrist. And let's take second side now, left leg just parallel to the mat. Leveling your hips. That means the right hip pulls back a little bit as we take the right arm forward. Ujjayi breath, work your exhale. And release back down. Ease your left wrist. Good, and so now we could use the blocks as we go into the hip sequence, bringing your right knee up behind as we lift the chest again, and then knee to nose, exhale, zippering up at your core. Om 1. And Om 2. And Om 3, step through. Press that foot down. Push away from your blocks to inhale the arms overhead. Good. Stay upright as we lower the arms alongside. Bringing now your left arm next to your ear and reach down towards the ground with your right hand, so it's a side stretch. 2 more breaths. Nice. Breathing in again. Come to upright and bring your hands back to the blocks to draw your right foot forward and your right hip back. Straightening now your right leg, lifting your chest, running the current of your breath with awareness. And on this exhale, we'll draw the right leg back. Left knee lifts up, inhale, knee forward, zippering up. As we did. Good, and then this third one, step your left foot through. Press the foot down to rise up, circle the arms, and let them hang at your sides. Being nice and upright, and this time it's the right arm next to your ear. Get long and lean towards the left side, bend breath evenly in and out. Lovely. Breathing in, come to upright, to bring your hands back to the blocks. Straighten the front leg, heel forward and sit bone back. Long straight back and conscious breaths. Lovely, and now draw the leg back. Putting the blocks to the sides. And we are in all fours. This time, taking your left leg back, parallel to the mat, leaning into your right hand, open that left hip, and raise your left arm up. Find your balance. If you like, you could bend the knee and catch the foot. Good. Straightening out again. Lower your left hand, lower the ball of your left foot, so your heel will be up and your hips will be level, and you might ease your right wrist a moment. Left leg is powered up so we can bring the right knee to the chest. Just for a moment. Good, and bring the right knee down and the left knee next to it. Lower to your forearms, palms in prayer pose. Just a moment to ease the wrists. And we come back to hands and knees. Right leg now parallel to the mat. Now open the right hip and raise your right arm. Strong in the core to hold your balance. Only if it's fun. Bend the knee and catch your foot. Great, and straighten out again. Lowering your right hand, the ball of your right foot to level the hips. Great, and then from here, powerful core as you bring your left knee to your chest, just for a breath. Lower it down, right knee next to it, and again lower to your forearms, palms in prayer. Lowered head, looking towards the knees. Now we'll curl the toes and raise the knees up off the mat. Bring your chest through towards your thighs and let your neck release in this inversion, evening out your Ujjayi breath. And lower back down with your knees. And come again to all fours. Inhaling, arch your back. Exhaling, round your back and draw a little bit back with your hips towards the heels. Come forward, inhale, dip your back. Exhale, round, zipper up, and draw your sit bones towards your heels, towards child's pose. As we did, do a few more of these. Each exhalation, drawing back a little bit. Let the quads stretch. Let your knees be readier for this. And we have one more. Coming forward to fours. Walk your hands a little forward, curl the toes. Let's take a downward dog. Bending one knee as you drop the other heel. And then try raising and lowering both heels, keeping your shoulders broad and your chest through towards your legs. Lovely, bring your feet closer together. If you're working gently today, feel free to bring your knees down for this next sequence as we raise the right leg up behind, knee to nose, exhaling. 2 more times. This third one, we'll step the right foot forward. Bring the blocks under your hands. If you're working a little stronger, the back leg will be straight, or you can have that knee at rest. Good, and now straightening your front leg as we pull the hips back. That's the inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, lift your heart. We'll do 2 more. And then as we come into this lunge, we'll take a twist to the right. Bring your right arm up. Even looking up at the hand. Strong back leg. Now on the exhale, bring your right hand down and bring your left knee down. Uncurling that toe, push into the front foot and make your way upright. All the way upright, circling the arms alongside. And now bringing the left arm forward and hook your elbow over your knee for a twist again to the right. Palms press. And on exhale, hands return to the blocks. Pull your right foot and knee back. Blocks to the side for downward facing dog, or you might be staying on all fours. Long, slow, deep breaths in downward dog. Lovely, ready? We're going with the left leg lifting up. Take it back, knee to nose, exhale, shoulders over wrists. 2 more. Good, and step the left foot through. Bring your blocks in to support this lunge. To lift your heart, to power up through the back leg. And twist to your left. One more breath, catch the exhale. To bring your hand down and your back knee down and to uncurl your toes. Press the front foot down to inhale, rise with your arms. Go ahead and let the arms come back down to your side. As we lean forward, it's the right arm forward, hook the elbow over the knee, knees steady, twist left. And release your hands back to the blocks and draw your left leg back. And please come down with your blocks to the sides, to your palms pressing together, elbows on the mat. Good. Now walk your knees back. We're going to curl the toes and come into a forearm plank. So you're a little lower to the ground. We're not dipping in the spine. Chest is lifted. Now we'll be here just only 10 minutes. Oh no, just a few breaths. Can you stay? 2 more conscious breaths. The legs are working, shoulders are working, core is working, and all the muscles in between too. The exhale, let your hips land, uncurl your toes, palms flat, and we find ourselves in Sphinx pose. It's a little easier to be in Sphinx. We let the breath calm, settle. On the exhale, slide your hands back, curl your toes, press to your knees. And then take your seat back towards your heels, extended child's pose, 3 breaths. Now on the breath in, we'll come forward. Shoulders. Good. Walk your knees a little bit in so we can come into downward dog. And then tiptoe forward just slightly. Raise your hips and hang your head. And feel the strength that your body is now finding to be in this shape. Lovely. We're going to walk forward to the front of the mat. For the standing forward bend. Hands to shin bones for the inhale flat. Exhale, fold over your legs. Come all the way to upright, arms overhead. And come to prayer pose. Pause a moment here, feeling everything that's here as we get ready now for sun salutations with variations. Inhale, the arms widen up. Forward bend, exhale. Inhale to the halfway up. Hands to the mat. Please go to downward facing dog. Inhale, come to plank. And lower all the way down to the mat. This time, hands near your ribs, and inhale, lift your chest. Stay to breathe. Chin is low, chest is lifted. Not too much hand strength pressing down. Mainly it's your back working. We've got 1 more deep breath in. Exhale, curl your toes, go to your knees. Touch your heels with your sit bones. And then come to downward facing dog. Deep full breaths. Your feet are close together. It's the left leg. Take it up behind. Step the foot to the front. And let your right foot go there as well. Standing forward, bend hands to shins for flat back. Exhale, fold in. Rise all the way upright. And prayer pose. Feel the moment with your breath. The exhale is the grounding through the feet into the mat. The inhale is the heart and the arms lifting. Forward bend. Halfway up. The exhale takes us to downward dog. Inhale your way to plank. Lower all the way down. This time, once we've landed, point your toes back, reach your hands back, maybe clasp. Draw the shoulder heads back, the chest lifts up, and your both legs lift up. 3 breaths. Nice. On the exhale, hands to the mat, curl your toes. Some of you might prefer to go straight to plank. Mostly our backs are quite happy with this little visit. Stretching back with the knees on the mat, and then downward dog. Even out your breath here. Next inhale, please raise your right leg up behind. Step the foot to the front. Left foot comes along too. Hands to shins for flat back. So we can really see how parallel the feet are here. Exhale, fold in. And we come to upright, arms overhead. Prayer pose at the heart. Pause to feel the moment with breath. Great, and now the arms again. Root your feet, inhale, lift, exhale, fold. Flat back, breath in, downward dog on the breath out. Going way back to pivot to plank, to lower down. As we did, arms reach back, clasp them, lift your chest, and raise your legs. Breathe deep. On the exhale, hands press down, toes curl under, and back we go. Dip your seat. Take downward dog. And here we even out the breath. So you'll notice when we go down and we do cobra, heart rate goes up a bit. And here we settle that. Please bring now on inhale your left leg up and step your foot to the front. Right foot also. Flat back, breath in. Fold, deep breath out, and rise all the way up. And prayer pose at your heart. Good, pause here, feel all this. Good, let's take chair pose. The arms lift up and we sit down on the imaginary chair. Standing up again, inhale, lift high, exhale into chair pose, draw your belly in. Inhale, standing tall, and exhale, chair pose. This is where we stay for the breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Halfway up, inhale, and please come to downward dog on exhale. Good, and so now bring your right foot up, leg up behind you. Step the foot to the front. If you are working a little gently today, you'll keep your hands on the blocks next to your foot. Some of you might bring your hands to your thigh and come to upright. Steadying as we work the legs a bit. Good, and then raise your arms and drop your shoulders. Stay to breathe. Warrior 1. Stability and strength. One more breath in. The exhale, reach forward back to the mat and take your right leg back now for three-legged dog. Up goes that right leg, high as you like. Circle the foot. Reverse. And bring your right foot down. Good. Stabilize your downward dog. The next inhale is the left leg up behind. Step the foot forward. Know that you can stay low or make your way up. Putting your weight now onto the legs, strengthening the legs. And once steady, raise your arms. Shoulders are relaxed, the arms can be wide. And feel this growing strength and balance. Good, lovely. Inhale, forward we go, hands to the mat. And step your left leg, three-legged dog, back it goes, way high. Circle the foot. And the other way. And bring your foot back down. Inching your way back with your feet to come to plank, to lower down to Sphinx pose. So Sphinx is a beautiful opening. It's also quite restful. Nice. Slide your hands back. We're returning, toes curl to the knees. Drop back, stretch your low back, and downward facing dog. Letting your breath even out. Good. So with your feet close together, please take your right leg up. Step the foot to the front. Your left foot follows. Halfway up. This exhale, bend your knees. Chair pose, legs stay bent. Raise your arms. Stay for inhale, straightening to tall on exhale, and bring your hands to prayer pose. Good, so here we are, standing tall, finding centeredness and balance. Invite you now to step into your right foot and just cradle your left thigh. Finding your balance. Some days that's accessible, and some days not so much. Good, and take the foot down. And we stabilize now through the left foot. Press it down a lot. And bring your right knee up and get steady here. You might circle the foot. And And bring this foot back down, feet close together. Raise your arms up and sit down into chair pose. Lovely. Now bring your hands together. We're going to take a little twist here to the left. Your knees are close. Bring your right elbow over the left knee and press your palms together, turning leftwards. Lovely. To come out, it's a forward bend. Hands to shins, legs straighten. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way to upright. And prayer pose at the heart. Pause a moment. Good. Chair pose. Arms lift up. Sit down. Bring now your prayer pose hands to the heart. Our twist now is towards the right. So your left elbow over. Turn. Pressing the hands. Keep your hips steady. And exhale to the forward bend. Hands to shin bones. Inhale to the flat back. Good. This exhale, hands to the mat, walk back to downward dog. Good. Now please bring your knees to the mat. We're going to sit between the feet on 1 or 2 blocks with your strap at hand. Remember, you want to keep your toes and heels in line so your feet are not sickling out. And we're on 1 or 2 blocks, depending on what your knees need. And we'll bring the strap over your right shoulder, front to back. Good. Bring your right arm up and bend the elbow. And go down your back and walk up your back, holding your strap or your hands. Ujjayi breath. Feel free to stay, or on the next 3 exhales, we'll do a little forward bend. Try to stay on your block. Inhale, come up. Exhale, heart leads, little forward bend. Doesn't have to be all the way. Inhale, come up. And one more time, coming forward. Oh, lovely. Up we come. Let go your strap or your hands and just bring your hands to clasp at your sacrum. Lift the heart and straighten your elbows and look down. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Deep breaths. Good, and let go your hands. Just give your shoulders a little roll out. And now we'll take the strap over the left shoulder. It's the left arm that goes down the back from above, and the right arm that comes up from below. Catch what you can. Stay upright, keep your head into that up elbow, deepening into your conscious breaths. Lovely. Please feel free to stay, or the next 3 exhales, a little forward bow. And coming up, let go your hands. And your shoulders a little roll. And then as we did, just clasp from behind, moving one finger slot along, the other thumb will be on top. As you draw the arms back, squeeze the shoulder blades and lower the chin. Nice, everybody, and release. Bring your hands to your shoulders, and then we'll just circle the elbows wide and around. Forward, wide, back and down. One more time. Good. Hands to thighs. Sit in your breath. Feel all of this. The reverberations through the shoulders and all the other places you can feel. Restful awareness. All right, lovely. The strap can be put to the side. We're going to come off the blocks, bring them back again towards the front of the mat so they'll be ready for use them again. And now with the shoulders warmed up this way, please come down again to your forearms, palms in prayer pose. Good. Curl your toes. We're beginning with dolphin, which means we're in a V shape, not a plank. So tiptoe forward a little bit and press through, revisiting this shape. And now let's inch the feet back a little bit. Lift your head. Inhale, come into plank. And then lift your hips back to dolphin. Inhale, plank. Exhale, your hips up and back. Lift them high, chest through. Can you do 3 more? Two more. And last one, as we hold the plank pose, strong. Good. And lower down. Good. Release to the ground. Make a little pillow for your brow. Bend your knees and rock your hips. Great, everyone. From here, please roll onto your back, hugging your knees in. And as you give your knees a little tuck in, circle the knees together. Switch direction. And then let your feet come to the mat, hands on your soft belly, and breathe right into your hands. Good. Now place your palms down, tucked slightly under. Feet are off the floor, shoulders are down. Inhale your legs to straight, flexed feet. Exhale, bend your knees. Same again, straighten the legs, straight up towards 90. Exhale, let your knees bend and your feet hang. One more time. Lovely. Please take your legs straight up, flexed feet, and take your arms wide out, level with the shoulders, palms open. Inhale your legs to straddle, and exhale, squeeze them back together. Wide legs in, squeezing back together, out breath. One more time. Good. Now squeezing your legs close. Bring your palms down near your hips. Fill up with a breath. And lower your legs towards the ground, the length of the exhale, to bring them up again on inhale. Go as far as feels doable today. You want to tuck your hands in a little bit more. Do that. Lifting and lowering. Good. Now when your legs come up again, leave them there, flex your feet, and take your arms wide again as we had them. Inhale your legs wide. Exhale, keep your legs wide, bring your arms, your hands together, and curl up through your legs. Inhale, head down, arms wide, legs squeeze in. Exhale, wide legs, curl up through your legs. 3 to go. Last one. Lovely. And so now bend your knees, hug them close to your body. And let your feet come to the mat. Knees stay bent. And for a moment, palms down, feet down, raise your hips for bridge pose. Clasp hands, tuck your shoulders, tuck your tail. And we're here for 3 deep breaths. Work the exhale. Release the tummy for in. And work the exhale. One more, please. Good. Move the hands. Lower your hips. Land. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Left leg straight out on the mat. Push through that leg. Press your sacrum for in. Now switch legs on your exhale. So your left knee is in and your right leg presses out long on the mat. Press your sacrum. Lovely. And in this exhale, release your feet to the mat. Feet are flat, knees are bent. Reach for your block and place it under the sacrum for supported bridge. Get it snugged in. Get your arms really close. And your feet could stay on the floor, or you could let them hang in the air. And now easy, conscious breaths. So this is when we really let the breath slow down, let this feel easy. A lot of support beneath us. No need to work the exhale, just natural, aware breaths. And beginning to add now little pauses, top and end of breath. Staying with these little pauses as though breathing a rectangle, and if you feel ready to breathe the square, that's all the 4 parts of the breath, same length, do that. Please don't push this. We do this practice to both calm and center the mind, to strengthen our breathing capacity, and to settle the nervous system. So it's very balancing and calming. And we can't really do it on autopilot. So very focusing. Completing one more square breath. And then as you complete, just let your feet come to the ground. Remove the block, moving your bum slightly to the right. For our closing postures, wide arms, right leg over left. And the knees relax to the left. Let's really settle here into some lovely, long, easy breaths. Unlabored. Shifting now into this receiving mode. Receive the breath. One more breath to enjoy in this shape. We come up to center, to switch sides, hips to the left with the left leg over the right, and drop your knees, your hips to the right and your chin to the left. So spacious, so held. Aware of the subtle energies that become apparent when we become more quiet. Not so much about thoughts as about body sensations, little pulses. All the way out to now come back to center. Uncrossing your legs for a moment, we'll take happy baby pose. holding your feet 90 degrees behind your knees. That means your feet are facing up. See how it would be to roll your tailbone off the mat and then bring it back down and leave it down, pressing as much of your sacrum down. And release your feet and set up for final relaxation. Take your time to get the props you like. So that you can truly drop deep. As you get comfy and supported, your back completely settled, let yourself be breathed. Be held and rest deeply in quietude. So please know that you can stay exactly as you are in the relaxed place. If it feels complete, please roll onto your side, curl up small into the gratitude moment. Cells are listening to our state of being. And please come on up to sit. Prayer pose, hands at your heart. So grateful, beautiful yogis, to practice with you. Namaste.